Hey there, busy bees. How's the hustle treating you today? Are you feeling overwhelmed by the never-ending to-do lists and the constant race against the clock? Well, you're not alone. It's your old pal James Corden here to talk about something we all crave more of: time. Yes, that elusive, ever-ticking entity that seems to slip through our fingers no matter how hard we try to hold on to it. It's the one thing you can't buy, borrow, or steal. Trust me, I've tried. We've all been there, staring at the clock, wishing for just a few more hours in the day. But what if I told you that the secret to having more time isn't about adding hours, but about making the hours you have count? Time management isn't about cramming more into your day. It's about prioritizing, organizing, and making intentional choices. It's about understanding that not all tasks are created equal, and that some things can wait while others need your immediate attention. It's about making the most of the precious hours you have. Imagine your day as a blank canvas, and you are the artist. Every decision you make, every task you complete, adds a stroke of color to your masterpiece. But remember, not every stroke needs to be perfect. It's the overall picture that counts. Think of it like this: your day is a delicious cake. Each hour is a slice, and how you choose to consume it is entirely up to you. You wouldn't try to eat an entire cake in one sitting, would you? You can try to eat it all at once. Spoiler alert, stomachache. The same goes for your tasks. Trying to do everything at once will only lead to burnout and frustration. Or you can savor each slice, enjoying every bite. By breaking down your tasks into manageable chunks, you can focus on one thing at a time, giving it your full attention and effort. This way, you not only complete your tasks more efficiently, but also enjoy the process. Time management is about choosing how you want to devour your day. So, buckle up, buttercups. It's time to take control of your schedule and make every minute count. Start by identifying your priorities. What are the most important tasks that need your attention today? Write them down and tackle them one by one. Let's learn how to make the most of every single minute. Remember, it's not about doing more, but about doing what matters. So let's dive into some practical tips and strategies that will help you manage your time like a pro. Ready? Let's go. We've all been there. You wake up with a plan, a list of things you want to accomplish. The day stretches out before you, full of promise and potential. You start your day with the best intentions. You jot down your tasks, prioritize them, and maybe even set some deadlines. You're ready to conquer the world, or at least your to-do list. But then, suddenly, it's dinner time, and you're left scratching your head, wondering where the day went. The culprit? Time wasters. These sneaky little thieves have a way of creeping into your day and stealing precious minutes, even hours, without you even realizing it. These sneaky villains come in many forms. They can be as obvious as binge-watching your favorite TV series, or as subtle as daydreaming about your next vacation. They disguise themselves as harmless breaks, but end up consuming more time than you intended. Endless scrolling on social media? Yep, that's one. You tell yourself you'll just check for a minute, but before you know it, you've lost an hour. It's a rabbit hole that's hard to climb out of. Procrastinating on that big project? Guilty as charged. You might find yourself doing everything but the task at hand, convincing yourself that those other tasks are just as important. Distractions are everywhere, vying for your attention. Your phone buzzes, an email notification pops up, or a colleague stops by for a chat. Each one seems small, but they add up quickly. It's like trying to have a conversation at a 5-year-old's birthday party. The noise, the chaos, the constant interruptions make it nearly impossible to focus on what you need to do. But fear not. We're about to arm you with the tools to fight back against these time-sucking monsters. With a little bit of strategy and some discipline, you can take control of your day and make the most of your time. Get ready to reclaim your day. We'll show you how to identify your biggest time wasters, set boundaries, and create a plan that works for you. It's time to take back your time and make every minute count. One effective strategy is to set a timer for each task. This creates a sense of urgency and helps you stay focused. When the timer goes off, take a short break, then move on to the next task. Another tip is to use time blocking. Allocate specific blocks of time for different activities. This helps you stay organized and ensures that you dedicate time to your most important tasks. Don't forget to minimize distractions. Turn off unnecessary notifications on your phone and computer. Create a workspace that is free from clutter and interruptions. And remember, it's important to take care of yourself. Regular breaks, healthy snacks, and a bit of exercise can do wonders for your productivity. When you feel good, you work better. By implementing these strategies, you'll find that you can accomplish more in less time. You'll end your day feeling satisfied and in control, rather than frustrated and overwhelmed. So the next time you find yourself wondering, where did my day go? You'll have the answer. You'll know that you took charge, managed your time effectively, and made the most of every moment. Here's to reclaiming your day and making every second count. You've got this. The first step to conquering time management: get organized. And no, I don't mean color-coding your socks drawer, though no judgment if you do. Start with a to-do list. I love a good list. It's like a roadmap for your day. Next, prioritize those tasks. What absolutely to get done today? What can wait until tomorrow, or, let's be honest, next week? Don't try to do everything at once. Multitasking is a myth. Focus on one task at a time and you'll be amazed at how much you accomplish. Remember that delicious cake we talked about? Planning is like carefully cutting it into those perfect slices. Take some time each day to plan out your schedule. This doesn't have to be fancy. A simple notebook or your phone's calendar works wonders. Block out time for work, errands, and yes, even fun. When you schedule your time, you're more likely to stick to it. It's like making a reservation at a fancy restaurant. You wouldn't just show up and hope for the best, would you? Treat your time with the same importance. Section 5. Break it down, conquering mountains. One pebble at a time. Big projects can feel overwhelming. Imagine standing at the base of a towering mountain, looking up at the peak. It seems impossible to reach the top, doesn't it? But remember, every mountain is climbed one step at a time. It's like trying to eat an entire pizza in one go. You wouldn't try to swallow it whole, right? Instead, you slice it into smaller, more manageable pieces. The same principle applies to tackling big projects. The key is to break them down into smaller, more manageable tasks. Think of it as chiseling away at a large rock. Each small chip brings you closer to your goal. By focusing on one small task at a time, you make steady progress without feeling overwhelmed. Instead of write a novel, your to-do list could say, write 500 words. This way, the task feels achievable. You can see the end in sight, and each word you write is a step closer to completing your novel. See? Much less intimidating, right? When you break down your tasks, you reduce the stress and anxiety that comes with facing a massive project. Each small victory boosts your confidence and keeps you motivated. These smaller tasks are like stepping stones, leading you towards your ultimate goal. Just as you would cross a river by stepping on stones, you can navigate through your project by completing one small task at a time. And each completed task, that's a reason to celebrate. Recognize and reward your progress. Each small achievement is a milestone on your journey. Do a little dance, treat yourself to a biscuit, you deserve it. Celebrating these small wins keeps you motivated and makes the journey enjoyable. Remember, it's not just about reaching the destination, but also about appreciating the steps you take along the way. When you finally reach the end, you'll look back and realize that each small step was worth it. The mountain you once thought was insurmountable has been conquered, one pebble at a time. So take a deep breath, break it down, and start with that first small step. You've got this. Section 6. The art of saying no. Protecting your most valuable asset. Your time is precious. Don't be afraid to guard it fiercely. Learning to say no is crucial for effective time management. It's okay to decline requests that don't align with your priorities. Think of it like this. You wouldn't let just anyone borrow your car, would you? Your time is even more valuable. So, politely decline those extra commitments and focus on what truly matters. You'll be surprised how much freer your schedule feels. Section 7. Technology, friend or foe. Mastering the digital time wasters. Technology. It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? On one hand, it can be a productivity powerhouse. On the other hand, it's a black hole of distractions. Social media, emails, notifications, they're all vying for your attention. The key is to use technology to your advantage, not let it control you. Set boundaries. Designate specific times to check emails and social media. Turn off those pesky notifications. You'll be amazed at how much more focused you'll be. Section 8. Finding your flow, the sweet spot of productivity. Ever noticed how some tasks just fly by, while others feel like pulling teeth? That, my friends, is the power of flow. Flow is that magical state where you're so engrossed in your work that time seems to disappear. It's like being in your own little world, free from distractions. Everyone's flow is different. Experiment with different times of day and environments to find what works best for you. Once you find your flow, protect it fiercely. Section 9. Celebrate your wins. The power of positive reinforcement. We're all human. We need a little pat on the back every now and then. Don't forget to celebrate your time management victories. Completed a big project on time, treated yourself to a relaxing evening. Give yourself a high five. Positive reinforcement is a powerful motivator. It helps you stay on track and reminds you that you're capable of achieving your goals. So go ahead, pop that champagne. You've earned it. Section 10. Time management. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Remember, mastering time management is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when you feel like you're winning and days when you feel like you're back at square one. That's okay, don't beat yourself up. The important thing is to keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving to make the most of your time. Like a fine wine, time management skills get better with age, so keep practicing, and you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. Section 11. Share the love. Spread the time management gospel. Now that you're well on your way to becoming a time management master, it's time to spread the love. Share these tips with your friends, family, and colleagues. Let's face it, who couldn't use a little more time in their day? Together, we can conquer the clock and achieve our wildest dreams. So, go forth and manage your time like a boss. And remember, as your favorite late night host, I believe in you. Now go get 'em.